Our lifetime memories are so precious, losing them as we get older is devastating. Right now, 1 in 3 people over 85 years old have Alzheimer's. This is projected to go up to 1 in 2. Don't be one of them. Fortunately, some lifestyle changes, including being careful about our diet, can prevent or at least mitigate Alzheimer's. The following foods are a must-eat for Alzheimer's prevention. Find out what they are and why they work. The first must is to have plenty of vitamin E. Amyloid beta is the main component of the amyloid plaques found in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease. Vitamin E has been shown to prevent the oxidative damage induced by amyloid beta in cells. As well, it has also been shown that it delays memory deficits in lab animals. In a clinical trial of vitamin E in patients with moderately advanced Alzheimer's disease conducted by the Alzheimer's Disease Cooperative Study, subjects were treated with 2,000 international units of vitamin E. The results indicated that vitamin E may slow functional deterioration, leading to nursing home placement. Almonds and sunflower seeds are 2 foods that are particularly high in vitamin E. In the case of almonds, a 6-month trial on 50 to 75-year-olds published online in January 2021 showed a significant improvement in visuospatial working memory, visual memory and learning, and spatial planning and working memory in subjects receiving 3 ounces of almonds per day. For best results, eat raw or dry roasted almonds and definitely add sunflower seeds to your diet. Blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, which gives the blue color to blue corn, purple potatoes, and red onions. Anthocyanins have been found in human observational studies to protect the brain as it ages. In a study published in the journal Nutrients, researchers administered the equivalent of 1/2 cup of blueberries to overweight men and women ages 50 to 65 with subjective cognitive decline and were considered to have an elevated risk for future dementia. Results showed that daily consumption of blueberry powder improved word recognition and produced a more focused memory. It also reported a much sharper ability to perform initial learning in daily life activities. Incorporate a daily dose of blueberries into your diet. You are going to be very pleased with this next food. Dark chocolate 85% or higher is a rich source of cocoa flavanols, which are heavily linked with better cognition. A Harvard study published in the journal Neurology found cocoa consumption boosts thinking and memory performance, as well as neurovascular coupling. Neurovascular coupling is what allows the brain to work and function by controlling blood flow to the brain and by giving brain neurons the energy to send and receive messages. Another study published by scientists at the University of Birmingham, UK, found that healthy adults performed a cognitively challenging task 11% faster than the placebo group after consuming a single dose of high flavanol cocoa. In another study done at Columbia University, Dr. Scott Small found that if a participant had the memory of a typical 60-year-old at the beginning of the study, after just 3 months of ingesting 900 milligrams of cocoa flavanols per day, that person on average had the memory recall speed of a typical 30 or 40-year-old. The flavanol levels consumed in studies that demonstrate a positive impact on brain and heart health generally range between 500 milligrams and 1,000 milligrams daily. The good news is, high flavanol chocolate and cocoa powder are available. Be sure to choose your chocolate carefully and wisely. Search out dark chocolate or cocoa powder with a minimum of 500 milligrams of cocoa flavanols per serving. Choose a brand that measures and lists the flavanol content on its packaging. Such brands are generally made with specially selected high flavanol beans, use all natural processing, and are roasted at lower temperatures to preserve flavanols. A lot of info to digest so far, but these next few are short and sweet, but super beneficial to you. Broccoli and cruciferous veggies give your body the ability to create its own antioxidants and detoxification compounds. They also contain chemicals that stimulate the body's detox machinery. According to a study published in the journal Nature Communications, consuming cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, cauliflower, and broccoli may help reduce the levels of the bad tau proteins that accumulate in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. These foods contain a chemical that activates the protein NRF2, which plays several important roles in maintaining cellular health. In addition, sulforaphane, a potent dietary bioactive agent found in cruciferous vegetables, has shown the ability to reduce levels of tau proteins, thus having a therapeutic effect on the brain. Be sure to eat your cruciferous veggies. Avocados are packed with carotenoids, namely lutein and zeaxanthin. These 2 compounds were shown in a University of Georgia study to help boost processing speed in the brains of young and healthy people by 20%. Young people already have fast brain process speed, so this kind of increase is indeed mind-boggling. Imagine now what avocados can do for older adults. Eating avocados can help your brain perform faster and is a tremendous protection against any kind of brain deterioration. In fact, in a study published in the journal Frontiers in Nutrition in October 2021, avocado consumers had significantly better cognitive scores across all cognitive tests. Eat your avocados. Wild salmon and other fatty fish. In a 2017 study led by Dr. Daniel Amen of Amen Clinics in California, brain scans revealed that eating plenty of salmon, mackerel, and sardines prevents Alzheimer's disease by boosting blood flow to the brain. Omega-3 fatty acids from these fatty fish get sucked up into the brain, and the brain uses them to create healthy new brain cells. Results published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found people with high omega-3 levels have more blood flowing into the brain regions associated with memory and learning. These people are also better at acquiring and understanding knowledge. Eggs. Egg yolk is designed by nature to contain everything required to grow a healthy brain. Eggs are a good dietary source of choline, which helps to repair damaged brain tissue. Choline plays an important role in metabolism, detoxification, healthy fat production, and brain and memory development. A 2019 study from the University of Eastern Finland found choline may not only help develop our brains and memory, but it may also protect them against cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. A study by the Belvich Biomedical Research Institute and the Catalan Institute of Oncology indicates that the consumption of eggs is associated with a lower risk of suffering from dementia, especially Alzheimer's, in adults who do not already follow the Mediterranean diet. It was assumed that people on the Mediterranean diet already get all the nutrients they need for a healthy brain. Dark leafy greens. Research out of Rush University Chicago found that people who eat a large bowl of dark leafy greens every day have brains that tend to look younger by up to 11 years on scans and tests. The study, published in the journal Neurology in 2023, found that those who ate a diet rich in leafy greens, along with vegetables, fruits, whole grains, olive oil, beans, nuts, and fish, may have fewer amyloid plaques and tau tangles in their brain than people who do not consume such diets. According to the study's author, Pooja Agarwal, these results are exciting in that an improvement in people's diets in just one area, such as eating more than 6 servings of green leafy vegetables per week, was associated with fewer amyloid plaques in the brain, similar to being about 4 years younger. Finally, extra virgin olive oil can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's by up to 65%, also according to a Rush University study. Many chronic diseases, including Alzheimer's, are characterized by excessive chronic low-grade inflammation. Taking out this chronic low-grade inflammation is therefore vital to the brain and overall health. Virgin olive oil is rich in a compound called oleocanthal that possesses similar potent anti-inflammatory properties to Advil, therefore is a big help in boosting brain health. A large July 2023 study presented at the annual meeting of the American Society for Nutrition in Boston found that participants who ate more than half a tablespoon of olive oil per day lowered their risk of death from dementia by 28% compared with those who never or rarely consumed olive oil. The analysis also revealed that the substitution of just 1 teaspoon of margarine and mayonnaise with the equivalent amount of olive oil per day was associated with an 8 to 14% lower risk of dementia death. Lastly, the investigators also noted that higher olive oil intake was linked with a moderately lower risk of fatal dementia, even among those who ate less healthily. Alzheimer's prevention is obviously more than just eating a few pieces of blueberries. It encompasses exercise, stress management, sleep, and a holistically healthy lifestyle in general. But watching our diet and giving our body the building blocks to build new, healthy brain cells is a big step to at least tilt the odds in our favor.